I think they say that there's about 11 million thoughts that jump in your head each and every single day. And it's kind of the reason why biases were created. That's what I'm learning, part of my journey. Is that there's just no way that the brain is able to take all that information, so we make a whole bunch of shortcuts, right? These kind of programs or paradigms that we kind of just run our lives with every single day, right? And we do it really for just survival instincts, right? There's just no way we can process all that information, right? Which got me thinking that how often do we spend our time thinking about the way we think? Thinking about the way we think, right? It's an interesting question because we like to think that we are, capable and we can think through any solution, and we think all the time. But how often do we kind of pause and wait and say, hey, that's not actually the way that's helping me. It's not serving me, that way of thinking, right? It's almost taking a step back, right? Because too often we're always thinking that our thoughts in our head is the truth, right? Of course it's true. It's in our heads. We've experienced it. How could we be wrong? Right? How could we be, right? So one of the biggest insights and awareness I've had, and a lot of my clients have had, is taking that step back and just analyzing the way you're thinking, right? Is it serving you? Is it being helpful for you? Do you want to think like that going forward, right? And I find that once you take that space to really question those thoughts, a whole new area opens up, right? An area might be, wow, that's actually not how I want to behave, right? Or that might help me years ago, but it's not helping me now, right? So there's really no serving any point or purpose, right? Then combined with the fact of all the experiences, all the cultures, all the rules, all the paradigms that we grew up with, right? That for most of us, we don't really even question. We kind of take it for truth and we just mosey on the rest of our day, right? And it's no surprise that a lot of people wake up after a certain amount of time, midlife crisis, all that, and they look back and like, wow, why did I even operate that way? Right? Why did I even think that way? And then you start peeling back the layers and the onions, and you start realizing, oh, that's how I was raised, or that was the experiences that I had, right? Or someone so subtly dropped that phrase or that saying years ago, and it just stuck with you, right? And here we are, right, in this space. So, I invite you to think about not waiting until that midlife crisis, or waiting till you retire, waiting for that point in time in the future, which you will have, to stop and think, oh man, I operated all this time on a set of programs and situations that didn't really serve me, right? You got the power. You have the power to think about that now and today in this moment. And that's the beauty of all of us, right? We all have the freedom to choose the way we want to think about things, choose the direction we want to take things. And it's scary, but it's so empowering at the same time, right? You start moving away from this victim mentality, right? To this idea that, oh, things happen to me, to this idea that things happen because of me, right? And that stuff's awesome. That stuff's where the power lies in, right? And once you get to that point and realize that you create your future that you want, right? Like really, you actually create your future. There's a sense of renewed interest and wanting to accomplish anything that you want to in life. So I challenge you, think about the way you're thinking. Really question it objectively. You'd be surprised to see what's on the other side.